Good morning, everyone. This is Bruno, No BS. Today we're going to start a new segment called 10 Minutes or Less with Bruno, No BS. We're going to be talking about anything related to our roofing industry, which will be talking with contractors, legends in our industry, distributors, and anything that will be related to our roofing industry. Today, I'm talking to a good friend of mine. You know, he is a legend in our industry. His name is John Kenney. John Kenney, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good, Bruno. I'm glad to be on with you today.
All right, no problem. Tell me, I would like to know a little bit about you. Tell me, how did you start roofing? When did you start roofing? When did you, your history? When did you start your history in the industry, in the roofing industry?
Well, my history goes back. I'm third generation in it. I come from New Jersey. And if you follow my posts around there, and I know you've seen it.
Yes, I've seen it, yes.
My first exposure to the industry was when I was only about three or 5 years old, standing in front of one of our trucks in the company. So I've been around this my entire life. But officially starting working, it was in the 70s. That's when I got into the full-time career and doing it. So I've been doing it nonstop ever since mid-70s, all the way up till now. And now, of course, I'm over on the other side of the fence trying to fight for and help us all in the industry. But I've seen a lot of things over the last 45 years.
So your grandfather started with this, the generation, and then he passed to your father, and then it passed to you. Is that correct?
That's correct. My grandfather officially started his business in 1922. So he came up through the crash, the Great Depression, World War II, all the other wars after that. My dad got involved in the business late 50s, all the way up through the 80s when him and I were doing it together. And everybody's like, okay, what happened to your company? Well, my dad got in a very serious accident, and he's still around today. We're very lucky.
Wow.
An accident was no longer able to be a part of the business. So at that point, him and I were partners. We basically shut that business down. And then that's when I moved to Florida in 1999.
Okay, let me ask another question. How did you know that roofing would be a career for you?
Well, when you're born into it, you learn at a young age all about the business. But I got to say, for me, back when I really got into it and wanted to do it was at a very early age. I loved being outside. I was an outside person. I love working with my hands. It's a skilled, craft. A lot of people don't look at it that way, but it is. I mean, back then.
It is, yes.
I'll admit, I miss hot tar. I miss mopping. I mean, that's what I love to do the most. And get up in the morning and smell the asphalt and the coal tar.
There you go.
And go for it. That was my love.
Yes. And what do you see for the future of the roofing? The new generation is coming up. What do you see the future for them?
Well, I think what we're going through now may change a lot of aspects of our industry. It's going to be a different world when we come out the other side. There's no doubt about that. Every time you have something like what we're going through now, there's been major changes in the industry. I think pretty much roofing stayed very similar for over 100 years. Then single plies came in and revolutionized where we're at today. I think you're going to see a lot of artificial intelligence and AI come into our industry in the very near future. So I think it'll be very appealing to the younger generation coming up. And I think 3D printing. I mean, it's a wild field that we're looking at now. I think. Yeah,
you see now many people is doing inspections with drones now. You wouldn't. When I started, I didn't even think of anything like that. It was physically you got like a paper and you had to walk an entire roof and measure the entire roof by yourself alone. So there's a lot of
talk about drones. I'll tell you some stuff that's out there. I saw a preview of it last year, and it's probably it was 5 years off. Maybe with this it'll be quicker. They have a drone set up for the roofing industry where they're going to take the ground penetrating radar, which is used for going through the earth and getting the different minerals and the makeups. They now where it will work with roofing. It's not out yet, but it's being worked on and patented, whatever they'd like to do with that stuff, where they can I saw the demonstration. This was so wild, where they could tell you the deck composition, the insulation thicknesses, and how many roofs run there, the plies and the makeup, because
Right.
they feed it into the
Incredible.
same as they do with geology.
Well, any regrets you had, or any things that you could have had a change, you know, that you wouldn't do a mistake, you know, anything that you regret while you were like physically doing roofing, you know?
No, I got to say I'm one of the fortunate ones. I do not regret anything that I've done in my career. I do miss being on, I think probably some of the most years I enjoyed the most was being on the roof with the crews.
Right.
But of course, you know, you progress and you try to do more and more. I still big advocate for training in the industry, working through the organizations like NRCA and West Coast Roofing Contractors. But no, I wouldn't change a thing. A lot of people say they look back, they might, but honestly, I wouldn't. I have a great career. I've had a great career. I look forward to the, you know, I'm definitely towards the backside like everybody else is that's been in it so long, but nope, I wouldn't change a thing. It's been great. It fed my family, put my kids through college. I have no complaints.
Awesome. And what do you do now? Can you tell us what do you do now for, you know, for our industry? Because I know, you know, you used to work for Sutter Roofing, you know, and which was a big company, you know, being centuries, you know, doing roofing. But now you're working for a different company. Can you tell me a little bit the company you work for?
Sure. Actually, there's two. I'm COO at Kenney Construction Law, and I'm also the technical director there. So we work with all the contractors around the country, and with Trent is general counsel to a lot of the roofing organizations, including National Roofing Contractors Association. So I enjoy that aspect of it. And we also have a Kenney Consulting Group, which is out. And on that end, we use a lot of the expertise and what I've learned over the years working with contractors for operational needs, business needs, estimating. You know, operational efficiency is not always been the key, but it's going to come out the other side as a really, really important tool. So we do full aspects for all businesses, and roofing is our specialty. So we look forward to a few clients now, and we look forward to growing that aspect of our business.
Yeah, I met with Trent, by the way. You know, we had a meeting, an incredible person. You know, you made a great choice, you know, to work with Dan, you know, and I think I see a great future coming up for you, you know. Let's wait for this coronavirus to be over so we can go back to the regular routine. Before I let you go, any message you have for our followers, you know, the people that follow on social media, the people that, you know, follow me, and, you know, people that take you as an example, because you are a legend in our industry. You've been working since you're little. So any message you can give to old generation, the new generations, could be anything related to future or even towards the coronavirus.
Well, one thing I want to say is you're in the trades, be proud of that. Don't ever let anybody look down upon you or feel you should be looked down upon. Look up. Is an extremely important business we do. The world would not be the way it is if we weren't out there putting roofs down every single day.
That's right.
A lot of friends in other trades too. I mean, anybody in the trades, in my opinion, is as important as anybody else. Now, as far as that leadership, I recommend leadership, learn leadership, develop your skills in it. It's not something you're born with. A lot of people say you're born leader. That's not true. You're born to learn and develop your leadership skills. We need more leaders in this industry today than ever before. But I would like to say in closing about what we're in today with the COVID, there is no doubt that the heroes out there are the frontline people that are working daily, doctors, nurses, EMTs, and all that. I can't say enough. Thank God we have you all out there fighting for us every day. And every night before I go to bed and every morning when I wake up, I say a prayer to keep you and your family safe, because you are what's keeping us safe right now. Thank God for every single one of you out there.
All right. Well, thank you so much to participate. You're my first victim, you know, so hopefully we can get more people interact with that. Thank you very much, John. I appreciate you.
Appreciate all you do, Bruno.
Thank you so much.